Hi, we have many exciting updates, so let's start. This month, a really important update is the introduction of the dedicated group clusters. We had the problem of more than one user being unable to use machine learning clusters. But with group clusters, that problem is finally solved because the cluster authenticates against resources as a group. So all users who belong to one group can share all resources. We need to enable dedicated group clusters in previews here by selecting that option. When you click Create Compute, we can also see that the layout of creating compute was refreshed. When we go to Advanced below, we can see access mode. We now have two standard access modes, shared and dedicated. In the past, it was only for single users, but now it can also be used for teams. Instead of the user, we can search for team here. The team will perform access to resources. As we can see here, we can select a machine learning runtime and use it as a group cluster. That option for machine learning was also changed, and now it's separated. The next update is related to the Lakehouse Federation. We now have many more sources for the Lakehouse Federation. When we go to add a connection, first of all, we can see that Oracle can be federated now, which is really good news as Oracle is the most popular database in the world. Additionally, we can see the Hive Metastore in the Lakehouse Federation connection. We can choose external or internal. So we can also connect to the legacy Databricks Hive Metastore as an internal here. And there is also AWS Glue. And this is a really interesting option because it makes migration of AWS Glue and EMR from AWS to Databricks much more easier. Because first you can federate the legacy catalog and then you can make the migration. Another update is related to clean rooms, which are now available in preview. You can easily create clean rooms, which is in fact must for all our enterprises. If you want to collaborate with your customer, it's the best way to create clean room. And when you click clean rooms in the catalog, you have the possibility to create clean rooms, and this is a new clean environment. You and your collaborator can add some object like data or models and collaborate together on them. So it's rather per project basis. You add something and you collaborate. It's a really nice solution as it creates a cross-company environment really easy. You can make this in a region other than your workspace. It will be a separate workspace just for this clean room use case. And the only resource you add to this clean room will be available there. So only that resource which you added. We can see here that we can add notebooks or assets from the Unity catalog to the clean room, and another party can work on the things which we've added. Remember that clean room is charged $50 per clean room collaborator per day, so use it wisely. But that price, in a way, is cheaper than a lot of other market solutions for creating clean rooms, and it's integrated with Unity Catalog, so it's really nice. And in fact, it's made mainly for enterprises, so that price, $50, I think it's quite okay. Just administrators need to remember to delete clean rooms if they don't need them anymore and monitor how many are created. So you need to put some price, some administration on top of that. Another update concerns network policies. So now outbound network access is full access for serverless workspaces and serverless compute, as you can see here. But you can also create new policies. You go to cloud resources and then network policies. We have a button to create a new network policy. This is like firewall, but inside Databricks. We can restrict access to, for example, all destination or only some of them. And it's really good. It guarantees the safety of corporate data, especially for the production environment. As production data cannot leak through the internet, and the easiest solution is to block traffic out. You can also choose which resources are enforced. There is also log-only mode. Also, there is a new system table that log network connectivity. Another option related to data governance is a new Unity permission, which is manage permission, as you can see here. Before we had the problem that only the owner could drop an object like a table. Now all users who are granted manage permissions can drop it. This is really important because administrators often have problems dropping unused objects created by users. Another update is related to external access. External access to Unity Catalog is the way that from other platforms like Fabric or Snowflake you can connect to Unity or Iceberg Catalog. So, for example, you can connect from that platform like Fabric to Unity Catalog and read objects from there. It was recently improved because credential vending is now available. So by using that REST API endpoint, you can create temporary table credential that will allow you to access the table. Also related to API, there is another update. The 2.2 version was introduced, and now you can also make some API calls like creating new job using 2.2. For example, pagination was there improved. So it's important to remember because usually most endpoints are using 2.0, but some of them are using 2.1 or sometimes now even 2.2. Another update, if we go to compute, we can see that a new version, 16.1, is generally available, the version of the Databricks Runtime. That version has many interesting updates, and one of the updates is that we can now have the light version of the vacuum command. That light version uses only delta log. The old version is now called full, and that version scans the entire directory. And another update is that in SQL Editor you can save your queries to Git. What is important here is that queries are saved as Jupyter notebooks. So in that format, it's also possible to store visualization. Also in the nearest future, like in few weeks, the default format for notebooks will be Jupyter notebooks. So in developer settings, you can choose what is the default format individually for you as a user. I think it's a good idea because you can still save in all the Databricks format, and generally classic Databricks notebooks are like SQL or Python file scripts. So they are called as the source formats. Because it was just Python script file or SQL file, and now it will be this thing that you have your Jupyter notebooks, which keep visualization and other stuff with it, and you have also source files. So all the Databricks notebooks, which only keeps the code and comments, will be called source files. Another update is related to machine learning and AutoML. When you go to experiments, you have new AutoML for forecasting, which was significantly improved. Also, you have out-of-the-box LLM model fine-tuning. So you can fine-tune the model using your own data. And it's really nice that Databricks made it so easy. And our last update is related to Delta Live tables. So we can see here that Delta Live tables now include query history and query profile. When we click on query history, we can see the query profile. So it's the same information as was available in SQL warehouse. That's all the most important updates for this month. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.